This video is our presentation of Alaska Communication Systems Group. It's the NASDAQ Global Market Stock, trading their ticker ALSK. Taking a look at a classic bottom play here, set up as a pincher. We'll roll down to that in a second. A little bit of an up day yesterday, up just over 3%. A million shares traded. We're not going to get a lot from these indicators because this is just buried. Lost any kind of momentum up here around $7.70. Looking for the bottom bounce now. MACD is still trending downward, but we are seeing an uptrend in the histogram telling us a bullish cross could be coming. This is the PPO ADX pinch. When they start to get tight like this and at exaggerated levels, ADX is registering at 56. You start to look for this ADX to flatten out and for this to at least give an initial bounce. And that's exactly what we're going to have our eyes on in the coming days. Again, MFI is just buried, a lot of selling going on. Accumulation distribution, surprisingly, is just holding a downtrend. It didn't fall off a cliff. You would have expected a real sharp drop. Shaking money flow, selling pressure is still dominant, but in the near term it actually is moving a little bit back towards zero. CCI giving a little bit of signs of life by breaking back through negative 100. Full Stoat is buried in oversold territory. The TRIX, of course, it's a lagging indicator. Not going to get anything from that. RSIs with a little bit of upward pressure yesterday have begun to turn. Keep an eye on that. Try and come out of oversold territory, at least for a technical correction. What I'd be looking for in the candles, bottom support at 258 to hold. Typically on these sort of plays, I'd go into an intraday chart, see if you can get a little bit better read of a support level, because you'll probably see one over the course of the last couple days, right up here near yesterday's lows, which were 263. So in the short term, I'd have my eyes on that, see if the 263 will hold, but of course it's not very far to the bottom support at 258. On the upside, a little bit of resistance in front of it just because of the past few days, having a tough time moving through about that $2.70 area. See at a high of 274. I'd expect resistance to start to get a little bit tougher as it approaches $3. I'd still call that secondary. I'd call a pretty major area of resistance right there at 307. When I tried to put together an initial bounce, that's where it stalled before it fell off again. So if it can put together another rise, it's about a 10% climb, so it's not too terrible from a percentage standpoint. This can go up and challenge this resistance point. From that point forward, classic things to look for is for the PPO start to trend upward, and in the longer term, the closer that approaches to zero, the more reflective it can be of a true bottom in this play and an overall reversal. Right now, looking for the initial bounce off the pinch, looking for support levels to hold. Plenty of volume in this play, a million shares traded, so liquidity is not an issue. Now I just watch to see if the upward pressure is going to continue, if it's possibly going to try and recover some of these losses it's suffered recently. Those are the type of things that I'll be looking for in the ALSK chart. But as always, this is merely my interpretation. Thank you for watching, and trade smart.